Hello my friends, my name is Bethel and welcome to my YouTube channel, HPGirl0609, hoping to help you find some encouragement, inspiration, and a little entertainment in Jesus' name. Today I am starting a brand new series called Mission Modesty, and I want to talk about 3 things that modesty is and 3 things that modesty isn't. Coming up. Modesty is a word that has several different connotations in our culture, and unfortunately most of them are negative. When it comes to the average women's view of modesty, most of them just completely disregard it. But there are many cases, especially among Christian women, where they do at least know about modesty, but they kind of prove that they don't really understand it in the first place. To illustrate this point, I want to read the opening of the updated version of one of my favorite books on the topic, The Secret Keeper by Dana Gresh. I sat basking in the warmth of the tropical island paradise when they came my way. Cruising with magazine editor Susie Schellenberger and a couple thousand moms and daughters, I was enjoying an afternoon on a private island somewhere in the middle of the Caribbean by pulling up a lounge chair to take a nap. But I could see I wasn't going to get one. Their itsy teeny tiny bikini straps swayed against their tanned hips as they purposely walked my way. Silver belly rings dangled from each of their thoroughly naked navels. Sunglasses, perfectly manicured toes and fingers, and 2 wrists full of collected bands finished the beach look. "Hey, are you Dana Gresh?" one of the 2 high school girls asked. "Yep, that's me." "Oh, so me and my sister totally loved your book and wanted to come over to tell you that we're totally into it and its message. We really try to live it out." "Really? Why, thank you." "Which one?" "The Secret Keeper, the one about modesty." And that was the day that I knew this book would need to be revisited. They missed it. Each of these girls was still completely unaware of their immodesty and the intoxicating power of it. I, on the other hand, happened to notice its power when they turned the heads of the cruise ship male waitstaff who were working on the beach. Unfortunately, stories like this is exactly where I find most of my peers. They have been taught about modesty, but unfortunately when it comes to bikinis and other fashion trends, they end up making up their own rules. And in the process they end up proving that they didn't really understand what modesty was about in the first place. In order to help clarify the confusion, I want to give you 2 lists. The first list is 3 things modesty isn't, and the second list is 3 things that modesty is. Number 1, modesty isn't a list of rules. The truth is that the Bible doesn't give an exact list of what we should or shouldn't have exposed, or what we should and shouldn't wear. Although there are some basic parts of our body that should be covered by common sense, Christians shouldn't act like certain modesty dress codes are equal to biblical law. Number 2, modesty isn't out of date. Although it's true that many of the references in the New Testament to modesty are cultural, that doesn't mean that the concept of modesty is out of date. Many people stereotype modesty with clothes being frumpy and dumpy and out of fashion. But that really isn't a good representation of what modesty is all about. And number 3, modesty isn't about hiding your body or physical beauty. Some people claim that those of us that preach modesty are actually trying to body shame women. And that isn't true in most cases. One of my favorite quotes from actress Jessica Rae on the matter says, "Modesty isn't about hiding ourselves. It's about revealing our dignity." And I tend to highly agree with her. And now to the list of 3 things that modesty is. Number 1, modesty is humility in your physical presentation. Have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, he's just being modest"? They probably weren't talking about his clothing, were they? They were talking about his humility. The essence of what modesty is all about is having humility in the way that you physically present yourself. Another one of my favorite quotes from author Dana Gresh says, "I think that the greatest sin of immodesty is that we're really saying, 'Look at me,' instead of saying, 'Look at God.'" Number 2, modesty is a lifestyle that worships God with your life. The Bible makes it clear that this kind of humility isn't just limited to when we get dressed in the morning, but it is a way that we should be living our entire lifestyle so that it ultimately points back to God. And number 3, modesty is an expression of confidence in your value. If you are a Christian young woman that really believes that Jesus died for her, you're gonna dress like you believe that Jesus died for you. If you struggle with understanding or accepting that, then your wardrobe choices will almost always reflect that. At least they have in my personal observation. And those are my lists. I know that they aren't conclusive and all-encompassing, but I'm planning on discussing some of these in more depth in the future. Over the next few months, as I'm planning on doing this series once a month, I am planning on breaking down some of the passages that specifically talk about modesty, and I'm really looking forward to being able to do that, so it will help you guys understand better. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody that you care about. If you want to see more videos like it, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, and make sure to check out some of my past videos. Have a great day, and God bless.